Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid chat with
All of us.
us. Hi, everyone, and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
Our topic today, the consistency code. Why showing up daily beats waiting for motivation.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Yeah, hello. My name is Mosumala, the face behind MosumConsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but by choice, I'm now residing in New Jersey, USA. I've been a healthcare worker of several years, and by choice, I'm equally a digital business owner and a mentor.
Hello, everyone. Happy and blessed Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, but I live in North Carolina, USA. I am a wife, a mother, a proud digital business owner, and a mentor, and I'm happy to be here today.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We also want to remind that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesdays and one for Thursdays. Since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar, and it happens at the same time those 2 days, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from last Thursday. So if you want to catch that replay before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so my God, the host of last Thursday's webinar is Rebecca, who is a radiographer like me. That's my profession. And also on the panel, we had the Votika, who is a telemarketer and restaurant owner. Mary Rose is a healthcare assistant. Catherine, a liturgy director. You see people from different career and cultural backgrounds across the globe, and also across age age brackets. Everybody is rocking it here. So come on.
Okay, we also had Dee. She is a nurse. At Biwi is a pharmacist. And we also had Malvika. She is a traditional business owner. And Abby is a business operations VP. So, like Sandy said, we have these live webinars every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to join live, if not, if you don't have the time, don't worry. We will always send you the replay after you register if it's not on a day where we're going live.
Yeah, thank you, Mosumola. Thank you, Isabel. So if you're catching the replay before Tuesday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know if you want to learn how you too you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appears on the screen. All right, so let's dive in into our topic for today.
Mm. Topic for today is Eagles in digital business, like we said, a candid chit chat. And our topic for today is the consistency code. Why showing up daily beats waiting for motivation?
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be talking today. So welcome again to another episode. So today's topic is a game changer. So what is it? The consistency code. So you probably wonder, okay, so what do you mean by consistency code? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. So motivation is exciting when it shows up. Okay, so but success isn't built on feelings. Okay, it's built on what you do on a daily basis, even when you don't feel like it. So that's what it is. Success. So it's based about consistency, which is our topic for today. So today we're going to be sharing 5 powerful reasons why showing up beats waiting for motivation. So let's start to find out what are we going to be talking today.
Okay, so here's our points for today. Point number one, motivation is fleeting. Number two, small consistent steps compound. Number three, consistency builds trust. And number four, consistency creates momentum.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to be talking. So let's start with our first point.
Yeah, so we have point number one, motivation is fleeting. Motivation is a spark, but a spark doesn't last, as we all know. It's in the name. Spark is just, instant, it goes away. The University of Scranton found 92% of people abandon New Year's resolutions within 6 weeks because they depend on motivation. Success belongs to those who build habits, not just those who wait for inspiration. And this is a powerful thing here to know that this study shows that 92% of people abandon their New Year's resolution. You know how everybody's all fired up at the beginning of the year. Oh, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. And then what happens? 6 weeks later, they're done. The spark is gone. There's no motivation. They don't want to keep going anymore. Why is that? You know, Motivation is like a spark. It can light the fire, but it burns out fast. What keeps the fire alive is routine and consistency. So, here's the key: when you build a routine, it eventually becomes part of your identity. So, if you go past, the studies also show that if you do something for 30 consecutive days, it becomes a habit. It's not something depending on motivation anymore because it becomes part of your identity. So at that point, it's no longer about how you feel that day. Your actions become non-negotiable. It's like, all of us, every morning we get up, and I'm sure we do it in different steps, but we get up, we do prayer, we brush our teeth, and brushing our teeth becomes a non-negotiable, right? It's a habit. We have that. We do it every day. So you don't ask yourself for motivation. You don't ask if you're motivated, like, oh, today I don't have the motivation. I'm not brushing my teeth. You don't say that, or you don't think that, because it's already a habit that you have developed. It's part of your identity. So you just do it because it's who you are, right? So success isn't about chasing motivation. It's about creating habits so strong they define you. And not only that, that's what keeps you moving forward along the spark. It keeps you moving forward even when the spark fades away. So a lot of times, we want somebody else to come light the spark so that we can feel the motivation, but ultimately it's our choice. We have to be responsible, and we have to be the ones who you know keep ourselves accountable and build those habits. If you do it for 30 days, it becomes a habit and it becomes a part of your identity. So, don't just say you're gonna do it. Just don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Just do it and do it every day without getting discouraged or letting your second guessing yourself and say, you know what, I don't have the time for that today. So um, motivation is always gonna fade away if you don't make it a habit and a part of your identity.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about point number two.
Yeah. For point number two, it says small consistent steps compound. That means it adds up. It adds up, it compounds. Like where you are today, you build on it from tomorrow. You're not going to go back to where you're starting from. So consistency is like compound interest. Tiny actions grow exponentially over time. It's just like when we have little children, they're starting to walk. So they will get up, make some staggering steps, and they will sit down, and then we just say, okay, come on, rise up, rise up. And even if you don't say rise up, that child is ready to rise up because he's seeing you moving and wants to move. So it's the same thing when something becomes a part of you, when you are actually what you are portraying, then you don't stop. Like this guy James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he shows that improving just 1% daily makes you 37 times better in 1 year. Just 1% daily. So this is why we always say, like, one of the mottos of this business is that we are not in competition with anybody. We are just trying to make sure that I am a better version of myself today than I was yesterday. So you are looking at yourself, what steps did I make yesterday? And you move on top of it. So even when progress feels invisible, when you don't see it, it's multiplying behind the scene. It's building up. The energy, the momentum is gathering together and will propel you forward if you don't slack back.
Yes. So let's move on to the point number three.
Okay, so here we have point number three: consistency builds trust. So in a digital business, people don't just buy from one post, that they buy from consistency, right? So if somebody's like, if they come across one of your posts, that doesn't going it's not going to give them the trust to go in and buy from you, right? It's your consistency, the one that is going to show them that you're serious about what you're doing, that you're somebody trustworthy, that you're somebody who has already been doing that for a while. So here, Edelman and Trust Barometer found 81% of the consumers say trust is the number one factor in choosing a brand. So just imagine, that's a high number, 81%. So trust is the number one factor. When you keep showing up, your audience learns they can count on you, and trust leads to growth. So that's why being consistent and not giving up on what you're doing matters. Consistency builds trust. So think about it this way: every time you show up, whether it's posting, whether you're going live or you're sharing a story, your audience learns they can count on you, right? They start to see you not just as another voice online, but as someone reliable. And that's a lot to say when you're somebody reliable, somebody that shows up every day regardless of what's happening, someone who actually delivers value. And when people trust you, they that's when they engage, that's when they buy, and that's when they become loyal supporters of your brand. So remember, consistency isn't just discipline, it's how you prove you're trustworthy, and that's what fuels the growth. And not only that, but when you show up every day, when you're somebody who has that consistency and people can trust, you're just not showing up for your brand, but you're also how do you say, you're also someone that you yourself are there for you, every day, and you're building confidence in you, because that's what happens, when you do things every day regardless of what's going on. You're building that confidence, and confidence is what's gonna show that you have been growing, and they can tell the difference in you, and they're going to trust you. They're going to see that, yes, this person inspires me. I seen how they have transformed through this journey. So that's what I have for this point.
Thank you, Musamola. Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so as you see, we are breaking what the consistency code is. So on the first one, we started with Isabel, explaining that a spark or a spark motivation is not enough. You need to build those habits and not waiting for inspiration. Then Musamola started with, small consistent steps compound. Yeah, so even when small progresses, feel like invisible, like no one's noticing, it's actually multiplying behind the scenes. So that's why it's important. It doesn't matter, if you do little by little, but those little by little is moving your business forward. It's not staying still, only uh, because you're trying to do much and then you stop. So you don't want to do that. So you want to be consistent. And then now, Isabel just explained about why it's important to be consistency, because it builds that trust with your audience. So when you show up every day, your audience learns that they can count on you. They're expecting you to be there when you're showing up every day, because you already built that trust with them, that consistency, that you're showing up. Like, for example, for us, we are showing up every Sunday. They already know every Sunday we have this live, so they are expecting this live to be here every Sunday at the same time. So that's why it's important to build that consistency. And now we're going to find out the final consistency code. Okay.
So our point number 4 is that consistency creates momentum. Just like I said, my last statement is that when you are building up every time, no matter how tiny, no matter how invisible it may be, you are building up momentum. It will propel you forward. So action creates energy. The hardest part is the starting. But once you move, momentum carries you forward. For you to get up and do the thing, that is the major thing. For you to take that first crucial step, that is the major one. Like everybody says, oh, Rome was not built in a day. Yeah, it took several days, weeks, months, and years, but the building started on a particular day with a particular brick or block, with a particular step, with a particular action. So research in the British Journal of Health Psychology showed that people who created a simple plan to act consistently were 91% more likely to follow through than those waiting for motivation. Like you are still waiting. Supposing the person that you are thinking will motivate you also is maybe wanting to take a pause or wanting to relax or decided not to show up on a particular day. So what will happen? You are building you are building your own plan on another person's plan. But momentum is built by action, not emotion. Not, oh, I feel like doing it today. No, I don't feel like doing it tomorrow. Whether you feel like or you don't feel like, just try something small. Just make sure you are not in the same place where you were yesterday. Just make sure that even if it is to read about what your next action will be, That is something. Even if it is to talk about it, it is something. Just don't remain silent on it. And any little thing that you find to do, do it. Do it. Just like our little children, like I said before, when they stand up, the first time they may make one or two steps, they sit down. Then later they get up again, they propel forward, they sit down after 5 steps. Then it is just like that. It is building, 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 building up. So every little action that we take is going to propel us forward. That is just what we need.
Thank you, Musumola. Okay, so now let's find out, now that we have break down the consistency code, let's find out about the key takeaway of today's topic. So we have learned that today that motivation may get you started, but consistency keeps you moving and momentum gets you results. Yeah, because if you stop, then you lose that momentum. So that's why, we mentioned, even if you're doing little things in your business, for example, or in whatever you're doing in daily life, that you want to create that consistency, it's better to do small things because that will keep you moving than to try to do a lot and then you stop. Okay. And then it's very hard to get back on. So that's why, it's important to stick, with, even if you do a small, but it moves you along the way, so you're able to get those results. So the other thing that we learned today is don't wait to feel ready. Just show up, just take action, because that's the code. um, so we also have a message for the audience, and the message is: drop the word consistent in the comments or send us a message if you're ready to commit to small daily actions to lead to big results. And this could be anything in life. It doesn't have to be related to the business. It could be anything in life. Like, for example, I think I'm going to commit myself to try to lose weight because I've been always, starting and stuff, so I got to be consistent on that. So put in the comments what you want to start being consistent and commit to that, okay? And let us know. All right, so we have arrived to our end of our lives. So we hope so that you learned something about the consistency code. It sounds like what is it, the consistency code? Well, we have breaking it down what it is. So now you guys know. So let us know what you learned from it, or if you have any other tips that you want to add, just put it in the comments and let us know. We'll be happy to read your comments. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. Um, if you guys are watching us from Facebook and you guys are not following us, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more, who we are and what type of content we put on our pages, and more information about this online business opportunity. If you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to the channel and press that notification bell to get notified when we put new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, would be happy to be here guiding you as mentors, along the way, because you're never alone. You have us, and you will have an entire global online community support. So that's the beauty of us. Uh, okay, so saying that, let me see for me. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, how you can start your business and how can you start earning online. Well, here are three ways that you can do that. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites, and then you get invited to our live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem, because you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business.
Mhm.
Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from last Thursday's live webinar. So if you want to catch that one before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists.
Hmm. Okay, so we are back again. On Thursday, we had Rebecca, who is a radiographer. That is, she works in the imaging sector of the healthcare system. Verotica, who is a telemarketer and restaurant owner. Mary Rose is a healthcare assistant, and Catherine is a liturgy director.
Okay, we also had Dee. She is a nurse, so she's also into healthcare. At Peewee, she is a pharmacist. Malvika is a traditional business owner. And Abby is a business operations VP. If you want to learn more about our business plan, don't forget to register on any of the websites you see on the screen. If you don't have time to assist the live webinar, don't worry. We can always send you the replay so you can watch it at your own time.
Yeah, thank you, Mosumola. Thank you, Isabel. So if you're catching the replay of our last Thursday's live webinar, replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. Now you know what to do if you want to learn more how you can start your online business and start earning online. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Next Sunday, our topic will be confidence in action. You see, since we have talked about consistency, now we need to take action. Confidence in action, how practice turns fear into power.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking next week. So remember, Eagles, the Eagles community, success isn't built on motivation, okay? It's built on consistency. So
Yes.
we have to be consistent. I know it's hard, but it's a daily habit that we have to do. And that's why we say, even start small, because even when you start small, it makes a huge difference, along the way. So but you gotta be consistent on everything that you do, so to be able to see results. So saying that, we want to wish everyone happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So thank you again for being here with us on another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. Again, this is chat with
All of
All
us.
of us.
so thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and until next Sunday. Bye,
Mm.
everyone. Thank you for
Bye. Have a blessed
watching.
day.
Thank you.